As the last star in the dying galaxy flickered out, the cosmos succumbed to an eternal darkness. The once majestic spiral arms of Andromeda, now a cold, barren grave, stretched out like skeletal fingers, a grim reminder of the transience of existence. On the planet of Zaridia, a lone figure emerged from the shadows, an anachronism in a universe devoid of life. Kale Arcturus, a man out of time, stood atop the cryogenic facility, the wind whipping his silver hair into a frenzy as he gazed out upon the desolate landscape. His eyes, like two piercing stars, seemed to bore into the very fabric of the universe, as if willing the cosmos to stir from its eternal slumber. The silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the creaking of the ancient structure beneath his feet. Kale's thoughts, however, were a maelstrom of memories, each one a burning ember that fueled his unyielding determination. He recalled the day humanity had set forth to chart the unknown, their dreams of conquest and discovery reduced to naught but a fading whisper on the solar winds. Yet, Kale persisted, driven by the promise of an artifact hidden deep within the facility's vaults, an artifact rumored to hold the key to resurrecting the universe itself. The prospect of such power had drawn him across the vast expanse of space and time, compelling him to defy the void that had claimed all else. With an air of quiet resolve, Kale vanished into the depths of the facility, his footsteps echoing through the stillness, as the galaxy itself seemed to hold its breath in anticipation of the secrets he would unearth. Down winding corridors, Kale navigated the labyrinthine complex, his footsteps disturbing the dust of ages. Consoles, dormant for millennia, lined the walls, their screens dark and unforgiving as the universe itself. The air, stale and heavy with the scent of decay, clung to his skin like a shroud. He arrived at the central vault, an imposing structure adorned with cryptic runes that seemed to shimmer in the faint, flickering light. Kale's eyes narrowed, his gaze piercing the shadows as he examined the ancient lock. Fingers, deft and practiced, danced across the keypad, and the mechanism, awakened from its long slumber, stirred to life. The hiss of releasing pressure, the whisper of seals disengaging, and the vault's massive door, a portal to the unknown, creaked open. Kale stepped forward, the silence broken only by the soft hum of cryogenic units, their contents shrouded in mystery. Beneath the vault's cold, blue illumination, a forest of crystalline pods stretched out before him, each one a tomb, a prison, or a promise. Names, etched into the surfaces, whispered secrets of a bygone era. Astra Valerian, Tal'Doran, Lyra Urso. Heroes, villains, and legends, their frozen hearts awaiting the spark of life. Kale's eyes traversed the rows, halting on a single, unmarked pod, its surface etched with an enigmatic symbol, the sigil of the cosmic architects. The whispers of legend spoke of an artifact hidden within, a key capable of rekindling the stars themselves. With reverence, Kale reached out to touch the pod, as if to awaken the secrets slumbering within. The cryogenic fluids, a viscous, silver-blue liquid, began to churn, responding to his proximity. The symbol on the pod's surface, an arcane hieroglyph, pulsed with a faint, otherworldly glow. As the pod's contents stirred, a ripple of energy propagated through the vault, and the air vibrated with an expectant hush. Kale's gaze, intense and unwavering, remained fixed upon the pod, his thoughts resonating with the whispers of the cosmos. The pod's lid, a heavy, crystalline slab, began to slide open, its motion slow and deliberate. A wispy tendril of mist escaped, carrying with it the whispers of forgotten epochs. The air was heavy with anticipation as the contents of the pod, shrouded in mystery, began to take form. A figure, slender and ethereal, emerged from the cryogenic mist, her eyes, like two sapphires, gleaming with an otherworldly intelligence. Her skin, a luminous, pearlescent sheen, seemed to radiate a soft, pulsing light, as if the very essence of the stars had been distilled within her. Astra, the legendary cosmist, stood before Kale, her gaze, piercing and ancient, probing the depths of his soul. The silence between them was palpable, a living, breathing entity that pulsed with the rhythm of the universe. In this timeless instant, the fate of the cosmos hung in the balance, as Kale and Astra stood poised on the threshold of a new epoch. The weight of their mutual gaze was crushing, a gravitational force that warped the fabric of time itself. The whispers of the cosmos, a gentle susurrus, swelled to a deafening crescendo as Astra's eyes, pools of celestial knowledge, delved into the deepest recesses of Kale's being. Her voice, a melodic whisper, barely audible over the pounding of his heart, spoke a single, enigmatic word: welcome. In that instant, the universe condensed into a singularity, a nexus of which Kale and Astra were the sole inhabitants. The secrets of eternity, hidden within the labyrinthine recesses of her mind, beckoned him forward, an irresistible siren's call. As if responding to an unseen signal, the cryogenic pods, like sentinels awakening from a millennia-long slumber, began to stir. The hum of machinery, a low, ominous thrum, underscored the sense of impending revelation. Astra's gaze, still locked upon Kale's, seemed to convey a hidden meaning, a cipher waiting to be deciphered. Her slender fingers, tipped with an otherworldly energy, extended, beckoning him closer. Without hesitation, Kale reached out, his own hand, a mere mortal appendage, trembling as it closed around hers. The jolt of contact sent shivers coursing through his being, as if the very fabric of reality had been rent asunder. In the heart of the vault, a swirling vortex of color, a psychedelic maelstrom, began to coalesce, drawing Kale and Astra into its heart. The cosmos, a tapestry of wonder and terror, unfolded before them, as they embarked upon a journey that would forever redefine the boundaries of existence. The vortex, a kaleidoscope of burning stars and fractured realities, enveloped them, a whirlwind of chromatic energies that tore asunder the veil of time. Kale's perception, stretched to the breaking point, struggled to comprehend the celestial ballet unfolding before him. Astra's eyes, blazing with an inner fire, seemed to be the pivot around which the universe revolved. Her grip, a gentle yet unyielding pressure, guided him through the maelstrom, as if she were the navigator of a cosmic vessel charting a course through the turbulent seas of existence. Flashes of imagery, like shattered prisms, refracted through Kale's mind. Ancient civilizations, their achievements and tragedies. Stellar nurseries, birthing new worlds, and the infinite expanse, a vast, star-studded canvas waiting to be explored. The vortex, a sentient entity, spoke in a language that transcended words, imparting secrets that defied human comprehension. Astra, the conduit, translated the cosmic whispers, her voice a gentle breeze that soothed the savage breast of the universe. In this odyssey through the labyrinth of creation, Kale's essence was rewritten. His consciousness expanded to encompass the infinite and the infinitesimal. The boundaries of his being, once bounded by the limitations of mortal flesh, were stretched, then shattered, as he grasped the unfathomable complexity of the cosmos. The vortex, its task complete, began to dissipate, its chromatic tendrils unwinding like a celestial rose. As the last wisps of the maelstrom vanished, Kale stood, reborn, his eyes blazing with an inner fire that mirrored the stars themselves. Astra's gaze, a soft lunar glow, met his, and in that instant, they were one, their minds entwined, their fates forever linked to the destiny of the universe.